Hello, welcome to an update video for the Infinite Rock Builder, now at version 7. I only released version 6 literally at the beginning of this month, but I got well involved and I was enjoying taking it to pieces and mucking around with it, so I found some more improvements that I think are worthy of another update, and I've jumped straight to version 7 rather than 6.1 because there's some cool new stuff, some really cool new stuff that, had I thought about it a long time ago, would have been there, but now they are, so we will have a degree in hindsight. So the first change is that I've added another 5 formations. Bear with me, I'm only on an RTX 2060 because my other one's blown up. But the new formations are thus. So you got 21. I'm really chuffed with these new formations. Yeah, let me back up a bit so it updates quicker. So that's 21. That's PQ. 22. 23. 24. And 25. Alright, so they're the new 5 formations. And you might have noticed, if you already have the Rock Builder, that down here to the right there is a height check pip that has appeared, and this is just to make the cliff top flatten easier to see, rather than having to rely upon the displacement showing you where the height is. You can now control shift click this pip and you'll see where the level is. So here we've got the height. If I just I don't know which way, not left, I always shift click. So now I'm going to the right, I can see that anything that's black is going to reduce the displacement to nothing. White leaves it alone, so the grey's in between, obviously. So what I want is a nice gradient, and I can do that using the black and white here, which are relating to a color ramp. So if I had a bit more black, we should see, yeah, you see the changes coming in. So that makes it quite contrasty, and that would be too contrasty, because now if I control shift click this to go back to the main shader, and I also apply the cliff top flatten, you see it's done that. It's taken most of it off, and that's because it's not trying to show all of it. That black line is far too close to the bottom, and it's too soft. So I'm going to bring that back. I'm going to put the black back down to maybe 0.04. It's still quite high. This grey is really taken over, so I'm going to adjust the height. Probably go back. Yep, you can actually see the displacement reacting, and that will probably do it. So if I control shift click that, yeah, and now I know exactly where the height is. Now if I wanted to do it this way, at least I know where, that's kind of helps you to find the line and see how soft it is. So that's what that pip is for. And again, if you don't like this line here, control shift clicking that, just nip over to the right, and then there's a handy pip there. Control shift click that, makes it all back nice and tidy. Now the next significant change has taken place within the main control group. So click that, tab into it, and now you can see they've all got mixers, either to the left or to the right, and that is the mixer of how that formation is displaying. So as standard, as was in everything before the Rock Builder 7, so from 6 previously, these were not options. You just mixed, that's it. So if I was going to mix, I don't know, it's already at formation 1, let's say I wanted to put a bit of 9 in, the only way to do it before was to just mix it in slightly like that. You wouldn't want to go too much. So you're getting a mix of the formations, which was fine and great and dandy, but I realised, hang on, there's way more fun to be had than that. So, as I say, before this was the way to mix it, but now, if I wanted to mix formation 9 and formation 1, I don't have to rely on just, this percentage bar. Now it's 100% that, but if I then go into the group and find formation 9's mixer, you've now got all these options, and I found that the ones that do the best, give the best outcomes are difference, exclusion, subtract, and add. Though screen, multiply, and overlay stuff like they also work, but I get the best results with things like subtract. And as you see, it's awesome, right? It makes it awesome, even more awesome. Add, but you can clearly see the changes. I'm mixing 9 full beans, but it's still interacting with formation 1 below it. So if I went now to formation 1 and put the strength up to 3, you can see that it's pushing through again. And it also means you can mix pretty much whatever you want. So if I wanted to add, let's say some, I don't know, 21, put that all the way up to 21, sorry, to 100%, and we get this formation. And also as a point, the more you mix, the more you add, the more computational power you're going to need. So the slower this will get. So at the moment, I'm mixing a few. So I've mixed in 21. 9 at the moment is on exclusion. So I could put 21 on, I don't know, add. Let's see what that does. And this is where the fun experimenting becomes. You just scroll through the, I mean, that's awesome. So you could just scroll through these and, you know, see which one takes your fancy. But it creates some awesome, I'm really chuffed with these, awesome formations that just wouldn't be possible before. Without manually combining 2 shaders separately, yeah, it wasn't possible. So now there is a lot more fun, to be honest, to have, because it is a load of fun seeing which formations work with which formations. As I say, at the moment we're mixing 3, 21, which is set to add, I think it was, a subtract, formation 7, which is on exclusion, and formation 1, which is default. So if I took 7, or what was it, 7? 9. So if I put 9 back to mix, and now we're mixing 20, what was it, 24? Yeah. So we're mixing 21, which is set to, let me just remind myself what I set it to. 21 is set to subtract, and it's subtracting over formation 9. If I took that off, it would now subtract over formation 1. So we get a completely different formation, like that. So yeah, that's the lot. There were significant enough changes, I think, to warrant going straight to version 7. But yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with this. Just as I say, having the option to change the mix mode has added a great deal of options and some crazy formations. So yeah, have a bunch of fun with that. Yeah, that's the lot. All right, rock on. See you in a bit. Bye.